What's shaking, everybody? It's your boy King of the Golden State coming at you with another edition of the Wednesday Pile. Coming at you with another week of comic books of stuff that came out. I got the best of what I thought was pretty cool, in my opinion. So, if you have your own opinion about what you think was pretty cool from what came out this week at the comic shop, then you're more than welcome to do your own Wednesday Pile. Just don't use the name, because I started it. There, how you like those apples? But anyway, guys, without further ado, I want to show you guys what I picked up from the comic shop. I had a pretty good stack of stuff, man. I really didn't want to overdo it and show everybody too much, but without further ado, I want to show you guys what I picked up from the comic shop. Maybe the same as everybody else, but got Miss Marvel Generations, got the variant edition, and you got the regular edition. God, how much longer are they going to go with this? Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's pretty entertaining reading. It's pretty entertaining reading with the Generations, but I'm just kind of curious if they're going to go any longer with this, because every week is always like a Generations for a character. And don't get me wrong, it's cool, but I'm just wondering if they're going to start when they're going to start getting into this legacy numbering. Then again, I have not looked at the. I don't look at previews. I used to look at previews magazines all the time, and I think I just got a little too ahead of myself by looking at that stuff. It's cool. It's good. I mean, maybe I should look at it. Get some speculation. But honestly, I think it's just one more extra thing for me to do personally. But yeah, I'm looking forward to when they get the legacy numbering going. So, but the Miss Marvel stuff looks pretty cool, so I had to pick that up. Also, I'm kind of into the Doctor Strange, but also the Venomized variant stuff. So on the right, you got the Venomized variant of Doctor Strange, and you got the regular cover on the left here by Kevin Nolan, and really good stuff, man. I mean, I'm not at that point of being sick of Venom yet. I mean, I know there's a whole Venom verse, but I'm kind of at that point where I'm kind of like, you know what? I could dig some more Venom. I'm fine with that. But I'm sure in the next 6 months or so, maybe 3 to 6 months, I'm probably going to say screw Venom with all the Venomized stuff. But I'm doing alright with it. Like the Jean Grey Venomized villain edition was pretty cool. I even like the regular cover of Jean Grey here, which is really kick-ass. I like the way that, I think it's Thomas Yarden that did the cover for this one here. And as far as this one goes, I'm not exactly certain. I could check the credits. David Yarden did this cover. It's David Yarden. And the variant is by Marco Checchetto for the Jean Grey one. And actually, they're both great covers. I kind of prefer the David Yarden cover better. I mean, you kind of look at it, and I like the thickness they put in Jean Grey, and even a little some here on Scarlet Witch. It's really cool, especially the Jean Grey. And this guy, personally, I think this guy is kind of an underrated artist. Somebody who could probably look out for. But yeah, I've seen some Venomized. Going back to the Venomized villain stuff, looks good. Might be a little too much on a lot of the issues I've seen that have come out in the last few weeks. Like, I think there's an infamous Iron Man Venomized variant of a Venomized Doctor Doom. I passed on that. It was one by Adi Granoff. Much as I like the artist Adi Granoff, I just don't think I could take any more of the Venomized variants unless I see one I really like. So the Jean Grey cover, for example, was a really cool cover. So yeah, give those Venomized villain stuff a try. Also, I'm a little behind on the Dark Knights, but I kind of like this cover of the Batman: The Red Death. It's a Dark Knight Metals tie-in. It looks, like I said, I mean, I like the cover. It's a pretty cool cover. Hopefully, this stuff will end at some point. But Yeah, I've only read like one issue of it, and it's actually pretty good of the old Dark Knight thing. I think I read The Forge. I want to say no, I read The Casting actually. I've yet to read The Forge. I will read and catch up to this, but the Batman Red Death. I don't know anything about it, but it's a really cool cover. Another one I liked. It was really cool. I had no idea it came out until the day I got it. Was Big Trouble in Little China. Old Man Jack. And when I saw this cover, the cover is by Stephanie Roux, which is Roux. When I saw this cover, it really got my head spinning a little bit because I was thinking, you know what? The whole idea, Old Man Jack, that's great. They don't have to go with an Old Man Logan idea for movies, but I would like to see Kurt Russell at least reprise this role, as Jack Burton, as an older Jack Burton. It would be kind of cool. If they didn't do that, I would be fine with it too. But I'm of the like mind of if there's anything that's going to come up that has to do with John Carpenter, let John Carpenter direct it. But, or at least write it. That's fine. And do the music. Because they already announced, earlier this week, they already announced that there's going to be another Halloween film with Jamie Lee Curtis, an older Jamie Lee Curtis. And according to what they said it's going to take up place after Halloween 2. And it's not going to have anything to do with 3, 4, 5, and whatever. So, this is technically, it's going to be a Halloween 3, but with Jamie Lee Curtis. And it's supposed to be written by John Carpenter, not directed. Music by John Carpenter. I don't know why he doesn't direct anymore, personally. I mean, maybe he's too focused on music, but I mean, I love Carpenter's films when he directed it. I would love to see him direct another Halloween film. I would love to see him direct another film. And if he did, Old Man Jack would be a great idea. I mean, I didn't even know anything about the idea that they were coming out with the Big Trouble in Little China, Old Man Jack. Probably a spoof on the whole Old Man Logan, I'm sure. But why the hell not? Also, thanks to Undisputed Frost, he planted the seed in my head. Shout out Undisputed Frost. If you guys haven't seen his channel, he also has All About Comics, which come on Sunday nights. So I'm not sure what time that he has it on, but it jumps around. How dare you, Frost, put that on during football? You're out of your mind. But it was to ask me about Bloodshot, and I'm not crazy about Bloodshot, but I did see this at my LCS. There's Bloodshot Salvation and Bloodshot's Day Off. Yeah, I'm very behind on it, but I just picked this up for the idea that Frost brought this up to me about it, so I figure I'd give it a shot. And I like Jeff Lemire's writing. Yeah, funny. It's funny though. I don't know why they had printed this in two different cardstocks. Like this is a cardstock, and this is like his regular flimsy. And this thing's like, I don't know what was so special about them printing it in two different ways here, but I'm gonna give it a read. I'm gonna give it a read. I mean, it can't be so bad, right? And if it is bad, then I'll probably just complain about it to Frost. Couple of books that came in that let me see. Full disclosure, I get to the comic shop late, but if it wasn't for my boy, getting to the comic shop early, because he usually gets there early in the day, and I get to the comic shop nearing closing, I miss out on some books. So these two books I missed out on, and they're Image #1 issues. This one's Gasolina by Sean Mackiewicz, and this one's Angelic. I don't know anything about Angelic. It looks cute. It looks more like a kid's book. Like my buddy, he gets there early, and I guess these were like the last issues of those copies, or last copies of the comic. So he just pulled them off the shelf for me to, to hold on to, so I could actually pick them up when I get to get to the shop. And I'm not sure if they're good or not, but they're #1s. I'm also give them a read. And I don't know anything about them. Flat out. Full disclosure, I don't know anything about them. All I know is they're Image #1s. You know the deal. So, I think by the time I would have got to the shop, these things probably would have been sold out. If they're down on the last issues, then it kind of tells you something. So, there's that. And of course, I got myself a second copy of Realm. This is from last week's pile. But Realm's really good. I didn't think my LCS was going to give me a copy because I had to go get it from another local comic shop, but it's okay. But now I got 2 copies, and who knows what I'll do with the second copy. I mean, like, according to what I've seen on eBay, these books are going for a pretty not a high price, but like I seen one for $14.99 for a copy on eBay, which is a little weird. So that probably tells you something. So I'm just probably hold on to one of them. Last book. This is something. I look at this last book, guys, and this one kind of, I'm not sure who owns what here, but I'm going to read this. Wonder Woman and Conan. This looks great. I mean, there's something about this book that just sticks out to me. I mean, you got the Conan property on a DC banner, which has always been on a Dark Horse banner, but before Dark Horse has always been under a Marvel banner. And just to see that it's under a DC banner with Wonder Woman teamed up for a 6-issue miniseries is pretty kick-ass. I think that's going to be a pretty good read, especially when it's written by Gail Simone. So I'm looking forward to reading it. Right now I'm looking at this and all I can picture is like Gail Gadot and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That is going to be something else. Oh yeah, by the way, I picked up, I'm sure Marky would like to see this, Marky316, shout out to Marky. Picked up Wonder Woman on Blu-ray and DVD. If you guys haven't, go ahead and go pick it up. My only review about the Wonder Woman movie is it's just as good as Captain America. Wink, wink. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to go. Please give it a like. Thumbs up looks just like that. And also comment below. Tell me what you picked up from the comic shop. And also, if you guys haven't subscribed, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. Go ahead to the subscription button there. There's a red button. You guys can't miss it. It's somewhere down there. Don't be shy. I don't bite. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.